live, baby.
No way we're live.
You're live.
No, we're not. We're literally not. We're literally not.
Should be here soon.
You can make money.
Let's see. Notification. Is it going to be Jake Gordon's live? Oh, not yet.
Oh, yeah, we're not live, bro. You fucked it. If we are live, sorry, guys. This is our first time, and we're absolute amateurs. We are live. We are, in fact, live. Apparently. Yeah, we are live. We've got 5 people watching on my side already. That's crazy. Okay. We're locked in. Hello, guys. This is Parker. Obviously, I'm back on YouTube. Parker, you want to introduce yourself?
Parker Ray, big DeFi channel, working with Jake to help people monetize the assets in the crypto they already own and believe in.
Oh, we have so many chats already. What's up, guys? Hello. What are you doing? This is different from our channel. This is a different game. Hey, what's up? Yeah, so I think we're going to, on this video subject, 80% crash right now. What would you do? Oh, there's going to be so many chats, bro. This is the levels to the game. Yeah, we're going to do a tier list kind of video. Thought it'd be kind of fun and what we were doing in the market. It looks like everybody's saying just hold, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Anybody got any thoughts on what they're doing? We're going to try and go what we're doing. There's so many comments, bro. We're all wrecked in the chat. Reset to what? Parker Ray, this is going to be so fun. Yeah, let's talk about the market real quick first. Parker, what do you think's happening? What do you think going forward? Quant F tier. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I mean, Bitcoin price, as far as Bitcoin, we are just right back to where we were just a couple of weeks ago. I mean, I'm not really too worried. We do have some strong liquidation points down at the 94, 96K level, I believe. CoinGlass is not loading for me right now. Around those mid-90s, which, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if we do see in the next couple of weeks, but I'm not worried long-term. Long-term, we all know the dollar is going down to infinity. So especially for Bitcoin, something long-term, I'm not worried at all. You?
I agree, man. I said this in a few videos that I was talking about recently. It's like, if you think about it, Parker, we've not had dips that we've had before, right? If you look at this massive dip, right? And if you look at this massive dip, what are we right now? 15%, if not less? 20, 19? I don't know. Like, I even see in the chat, a lot of people are panicking. And some guys are obviously hodling. If you remember the last bull run, were you involved in this one, Parker? This kind of 50% dip on Bitcoin? It was tough, man. It sucked so bad. What did you think going forward? Were you hanging on or were you buying again? I thought it was over, but I didn't want to sell. So
the double top was definitely a, oh, we're so back feeling. But really, I started going big about 2022, 2023 in that dip. That's when I got actually serious about increasing my active income and being able to use that to buy even more. Bitcoin was 25, 30K at the time.
Yeah, there's a lot of guys here, but so many people in the chat already, 65. So a lot of guys here saying not panicking, being in it long. Yeah, exactly. Like the guys that have been around since the 2020 and 2021 run, we all know what it feels like. It's only the brand new guys that are thinking it's over. And there is always a chance it could well be over. Let's be honest. Let's not try and be one of those YouTubers that thinks they're going to call it. It could be, but I just don't think it's time. It's just not lined up yet. Like we're so early in the cycle compared to a Q4 or early Q1 rally of 2026, like some people are saying. But yeah, there's a lot of people saying 90K. I think Bobby, one of our guys in our group, he's like 98, 94K, kind of bouncing a really for rally. Parker.
I'm switching this to public real quick. Give me 1 second.
He's never funny. I knew he would do this. Literally,
dude, my stream breaks.
He's thinking about his own stream. Anyways, what we're going to do, while we're going to have a little bit of fun, is we're going to annoy these fucking ads, and we're going to talk about some coins that we like, and we'd like you guys to chime in as well. I think it'd be kind of fun. We're going to do the stream every single week, and we're going to try and make it for 7:30. But obviously, we're so useless at tech that we don't know what we're doing. Parker, you logged in.
We should be locked in. We're here.
We are locked in. All right, Parker, why don't you go first? Choose a random coin, and let's get everybody.
Oh, Bitcoin, obviously. Give me the layup. Give me the layup.
Okay, so we've got categories. F tier, rug Ponzi. Okay, it's obviously not going to go there. D tier, high risk, high reward. Now, this is obviously, Bitcoin's a weird one, right? It's 107, 108K. The problem is low investors or small cash investors, it doesn't make much sense for them, right? So this could be like a kind of catch-22, right? Is it going to be a low tier, but obviously it's a daddy and it's probably going to go up forever? You know, so it's like, well, where'd you put it?
I'm going to put it B tier, consistent yielding. And this is for DeFi specifically. Obviously, Bitcoin, king of crypto. But for DeFi, Bitcoin's always going to be there. It's going to be stable. But when it comes to yields, depending on the assets you pair with, you're looking between 30 to 60% a year, which I'm not saying is terrible. I mean, that's very good. But it's not going to be something that is printing you insane returns like you can get even just stepping down to Ethereum or Solana, for example.
Okay, let's pull that up. Let's look at chart and let's look at DeFi potentials. So firstly, chart. Excuse me. So early in the morning here. I mean, people think, like, look at the run we've had. Let's be honest. The lows were 15, 16K. That was right after Celsius when they absolutely fucked me in the ass. Fuck you, Alex Mashinsky. Is he in jail? Is that confirmed? It's been so long since I've kept up with that story, Parker. Is that right?
I'm not sure, to be honest.
Not sure. Probably. Should be. It's been on a run, guys. 600%, which is crazy on Bitcoin. So I get this is why people think there's a problem with buying Bitcoin. If you're coming in here with $1,000, $10,000, which is a great amount of money, it's like, can you get a 2x this cycle? No. So again, you play catch up. But I think longer term banking Bitcoin it's never going to hurt to stack stats. If you've got the Coinbase card, if you've got these platforms that they give you cash back in Bitcoin, fucking use them. It's a great advantage. And by the time 10, 20, 30 years in the future, just with those little stack ups, man, you're never going to have to worry again. Parker, let's talk about this. This is your forte. So I'll do the trading view. You do this side. And by the way, lock in. I can hear shit in your background.
I will say I think Bitcoin really shines as a coin that you can borrow against. That's where you can unlock a lot of DeFi potential as using it as collateral, because we know our Bitcoin's going to be there forever. Never sell your Bitcoin. So it's super easy to plug that Bitcoin into DeFi to use as your collateral and then borrow against it. And you can use that borrowed capital as a business loan for pools, and then you could go into something else like ETH or Solana. Also, just day-to-day life, if you don't need to pay for anything, never sell your Bitcoin, borrow against it.
Okay, let's not get too complicated and talk about loans and shit. Let's talk about pills. So
Okay.
again, first guys, if you're looking at pills, man, again, we're not trying to sell you pills. We're giving you this for free. Like, this is, you can go and do this. We just love using things that make sense in pills. So we're using VFAT right now. You can use other stuff, but VFAT is just what I'm going to focus on because I don't have too many fucking screens. So if we type in BTC, Parker, what are we looking for? Now let's make it short and snappy so the guys aren't here all day.
Yeah, the problem with Bitcoin is you can't monetize it on its native chain directly. So you're looking for wrapped versions. And that's where, wrap Bitcoin, Coinbase wrap Bitcoin, different wrapped versions depends on what you're going to play with. So we're really looking for the highest volume versions of Bitcoin we can find that have the most activity on preferably layer 2s, layer 1s if you're a baller.
Okay. I mean, what a good information. So you can see, guys, there's a couple of APRs here. You've got weekly rewards. What I like to do, man, is like Bitcoin, you're never going to be able to squeeze something stupid like 500%, maybe on a tight range. But, we're always looking for asset to asset that we like. There's a bunch of Coinbase wrap Bitcoin, which is obviously on base that you could wrap, which again is 1-for-1. You're always going to get that back. You could even see some AVIX ones on Black Hill Post kind of platform. Just something that has enough wide range, asset to asset could be good, and you'll pump these up. Again, if you can get 2, 3, 4, 5, 6% per month on your Bitcoin, I don't think it's a bad trade. And that's what I would do if you're looking at pills on Bitcoin. But I would just want to keep long-term Bitcoin like that. I think that should be the goal. If to sell in this bull market, yeah, and then try and buy back in, that'll obviously be way better. But your goal should always be, in my opinion, how much Bitcoin have I got till last cycle? If you can always get up by that, you're going to be absolutely fine, because that is eventually just going to go up compared to USD, GBP, Canadian dollar, etc. All right, next. A lot of people are saying do ADA next. Ooh. So we will do ADA, ooh, which is going to be it's going to be saucy for some people. It's going to be great for other people. Let's just look at ADA since oh, wait a minute, where is ADA these days?
Am I 10, number 10.
10, bro. I swear this used to be a top 5. No, I mean, still 10, still beating like our coins. But you've had a 2017 bull run. 2021 was when really a lot of us were aware of it. This bull run, it's done some things, but it's still a long way off. What do you guys think? Do you guys think it can beat 2021 bull run? I'm not sure. What do you think?
Man, I don't know if we're gonna hit $3 in that or not. I would like to see it, and I would hope to at least see it hit it's $2. But man, it's struggled to maintain any exposure over $1. I mean, even in just the last forever, it's just it's done nothing.
Yeah, we had a little bit.
It's done better than Quant.
Yeah,
QNT ain't doing shit.
Bro, let's actually check the Quant portfolio. Okay, just calm the fuck down. Okay, we're minus 2K. It's fine. Anyways,
Parker. The problem with Cardano DeFi though is that there's just not a lot of opportunity because there's not the same on-chain volume that you'd find on a lot of layer 2s. So we're looking to monetize with wrap versions of Cardano that it's just. I have not found it to be very profitable in DeFi, nor just holding, unfortunately.
What you could do, if you're interested in monetize it, like we say, you could stack coins that are paying level that you believe in, such as maybe Ethereum, Aerodrome, etc. And you could use that to buy ADA if you wanted more. So there's always ways to do it. So monetizing ADA, it's like HBAR, can't really do it. With HBAR, for example, you can stake it, etc. But it's just not worth it, in my opinion. You get like 4%, and it's just like, nah. It used to be a lot good, but some coins you just can't monetize as well. Where are we putting this on the ranking? That's the question.
I mean, F tier in terms of DeFi. DeFi
Parker,
specifically. There's not
known in the chat for Parker.
No, it's not like that. Like I used to hold a bunch of Cardano. I get it. In terms of DeFi specifically, you're just not going to make any money. So you don't have to put it F tier, but it's not even high risk, low reward. It's just
you can't put it F tier because F tier literally says rug pull. Like you can't put it there. No. That's impossible.
But it's not profitable in terms of DeFi.
Yeah, but let's do a hybrid version of DeFi plus a hodl for this bull run at current prices. Okay, I think that's fair because that's not fair for like some coins.
Where would you
think
put
C tier. I think C tier. I do think it's going to give you returns this bull run. It would be maybe B tier for me because I can trust Charles Hoskinson. I can trust ADA as making me money as a sure bet somewhat because it's been around 2 cycles. But why it becomes a C tier for me is exactly what he said. We cannot monetize it in a way if we're trying to do a hybrid version. So I think that's fair for me. As an
easy coin to swing trade. Super easy coin to swing trade. Keeps going over $1, coming back under. Definitely. I mean, if you look at the chart, if you put up on TradingView, Jake, you can just see all those swings down to the current buys at like 60-cent level. 60 cents, 55 cents. It touches there multiple times and it swings back up over $1. And you just double your money, rinse, repeat. And, you know, it's got its niche, but for DeFi specifically, oof.
Yeah. I think it's fair. It's stuck around. It's been around. USDT, $5. Let's go. What the fuck? Yeah, we can see we're so prepared for this. USDT is just randomly there. What a good coin. And there's a USDC. Let's put that in fucking the absolute peak class as well. Nice. Okay, let's move on. Let's choose something. What do we want next? Somebody people. So many people. We're at 112 people. The chat is going fucking crazy, bro. How many's on your end, Parker? 2?
Yeah. It's finally live though. I finally got it flipped over. My stream's so jacked up.
All right, the next comment, Sir Coin. I think so many coins we like. Monetizable, like there's so many good coins here. These are OG coins a little bit. We don't really have any new ones. But you want to talk about Walrus actually. Let's do that one.
Ooh. Show me my spots. Show me my list.
I've literally I got this coin so wrong. Like I'll just say it. I thought this was a meme coin. This isn't even the right one, is it? Wait.
That's it.
Is this the right one?
I believe so, yeah.
Why is it a different logo?
I can't see the logo on the side. It's cut off.
It's just a W. 335 million market cap. Lock in, Parker. You're too slow. Come on.
Bro, chill. What were you going to say? You said that you thought this was a meme coin?
Well, I got this so wrong, so I made a video and you do a list of top 50 coins, and you're like, okay, Walrus is probably a meme coin. It's not, right? What is it?
No, it's like Filecoin, but on Sui. So it's a big Filecoin competitor. It's a data storage solution, like online hosting. I don't study the coin like every single day, but in terms of DeFi as well, it's on Sui Chain, which Sui Chain, great DeFi opportunities throughout the board. And this one, I've seen like Sui to Walrus pools doing 600% just casually, making like almost 2% a day.
Is that in Turbo Finance?
Yeah, I think I saw it on Turbos last time. We checked 2 weeks ago and it was doing 600. I'm not sure what it's doing at this current moment.
Imagine it's like 6 and he's so wrong. Get him out the chat.
F tier. Let's see. Find Wall Sui. It's Wall USDC.
I mean, is there one against?
These are the featured ones. You can probably search for it. Those are your positions. Click the left one.
Why? My bad. So many new coins coming on here, bro. Why can't I find it? There you go. Just by itself.
Yeah. Okay. And then top one there. So it's saying 202 right now. Also, that's a small pool though. What the hell? 24K liquidity. Scroll up a little bit. Let's just look at the Wall USDC right now then.
Probably USDC ones. Look at that. Oh my god, bro. 1,888%.
You make so obviously 10%, we don't want to do 10% a day.
Yeah. So really, what's the price, right? This is such a crazy coin. 0.22. What do you think of ranges? Real quick. You're too slow. We're looking at a chart. Let's just say.
Hold up. I mean, it's like all-time lows right now, literally. So you can keep it like 20-cent bottom, and then let's just take it up to like 50-cent top, and just see what that does. Something like pretty wide. You can keep it tighter too if you want, but even that, man, taking it back to its range highs that it had previously. Oh yeah, you're still getting 221%,
which is crazy. So again, if you believe in Walrus, obviously USDC, like you just do the maths. Is this going to be consistent? I don't know. I've not been in this one with like Parker and some other guys in our group, but again, if you see 222, and again, this is a super fucking wide range. If you have Walrus, you have USDC, you have, I don't know, 10K in here, you make 2K. Is that 2K per month? Just about 120 times 2. Yeah, not 10K, 2K, right? Depends what you have, right? If you're making 120, it's, that's the 10% kind of. So if you do 100K, you make 10K a month, which is fucking crazy. Stupid, but, who's got 100K in Walrus? I don't know. Maybe some people. You locked in? Or are you going quiet?
Locked in, bro. I didn't realize it was a question. Okay. Yeah, you make about 2K a month off 10K on that one, which is just insane. $1,800 a month. Which if you're already holding...
So again, if you...
Walrus.
Go on.
Yeah, that's it. If you're already holding Walrus, you're leaving 2K a month on the table.
Yeah. Where do we put it? I can't say for me because
let me see the list again. I mean, you could either. I put it A tier. It's A tier. Just a machine.
Do we agree with that?
Just a machine, bro.
Do we think it's going to do well?
What's 221 divided by 365?
Yeah. But we
0.6% a day on something which I would consider a blue chip on Sui. If you don't believe in this coin, you should not touch it either way.
That's fair. The fact that he just said that's fair. Because I'm looking at the chart there. What did you say, B or A?
I'd put it A tier for the income potential.
That's fair. As long as this coin doesn't go to zero and it maybe just bleeds or stays sideways, you'll make a fuck ton of money. That's for sure. If you are banking Walrus and the coin goes up and you stay in range, which we did a massive range, you'll make stupid amounts of money. And that reminds me, we didn't put Zora here. We should have put Zora. There's a pool right now. Can I grab that? I can't be bothered to grab that. Let's talk about the Zora one just real quick.
Oh, we didn't put Zora on the list. Damn.
Yeah, we didn't put it on the list. I can't be bothered to find it. But let's just pretend it's here. So Zora is interesting. Okay, now again, people will probably think they've paid me to say this. They fucking haven't. I'll prove they haven't. Zora, you're gay. So they obviously haven't. Okay, so Zora is interesting because it's almost like a new platform for, I don't know if you compare this to IG, if you compare this to TikTok, I would say IG. It's very fucking random, right? It's very, very, very random. There's like just random shit going over, but I think the algorithm will potentially get better. And you might see like a decentralized kind of Instagram takeover. A lot of like big influencers, even crypto people are posting on here, and they're getting paid decently amount of money at the infancy. If you're a content creator, if you want to make like income, reach out to some big content creators. Not me, maybe Parker. I'm too lazy to do this, but find some guys that are posting on like crypto, hit them up in their Telegram and their Twitter, and just like you can make 2K. Like the guys that are saying, hey, I don't have any income. You can make 2K per month by just reaching out to these guys and just taking all their content and posting it, because they'll make way more and they'll happily pay you a couple $1,000s. You get 4 or 5 of those guys, rinse and repeat. It's a 10K a month income right there if you do this smartly. So yeah, I think that's a great strategy for the guys that are saying, hey, we can't work dominoes at night. Well, okay, do this, you know? As far as a token, it's went against the fucking curve. In Bitcoin, everything was crashing. Like this coin has went absolutely crazy, like 50% in the last month, when everything else I think is down, right? Bar a few exceptions. So price action's been great. What's also been good with the price action is the fees are fucking insane. You combine that with what we just talked about there with Walrus bleeding a little bit, but if your coin starts to do well and the fees are paying fucking 20, 30, 40% per month, which is fucking crazy on a wide range, that's how you get rich, to be honest. But it's a risky coin, okay? I've got 6K in it. It's doing well. Some guys have got way more than that. I think Kyle's got 15K from our group. Yeah. It's a riskier coin. Again, if you had Zora before this, anybody that has Zora in this chat, if you like us, if you don't like us, I would just do this. It'll make you way more money. So that's all I got. What have you got?
Completely agree, man. I just got you. I got your chat on screen.
Okay. He's so bad at retention, isn't he?
Bro,
he just says nothing. He just says nothing.
I'm trying to get your chat on there, man.
And then you wait for him to say something and nothing. I mean, the chat's too crazy. So I don't have Zora on the list, but I would put it in S tier for printing while you sleep. I wouldn't put it in S tier for like a price potential, because it is such a fucking new coin. And here's another thing, how you know I'm not sponsored. I don't know if Zora can go to 1,000,000x or 0x, right? It could go fucking anywhere. So,
ooh, chat saying Illuvium, brother.
Illuvium has been absolutely terrible, bro. Absolutely terrible. It's one of my, and again, I just show, because I'm real, I just show you where it's at in my portfolio. I believe it's in last place. It's not. But as monetary value, it is in last place. Mine is 10K. Down, how much? 90%? Let's check. One of the worst performers in my bull run. Last bull run was great. Wish I got into that one early enough. Thought it was going to do the same this bull run. Last bull run, it did well without a product, which was interesting. So I thought when they released the game, which they did, and it looked decent, that the hype would come back, because it did all this with just a fucking demo. You know, it's done all this with an actual working game, but the price hasn't reacted. Alex Becker, Elio Trade used to talk about it. I don't know if they're going to pump it again, but it's going to be hard to bring this one back. 71 million market cap. What the fuck? So low. So low. Yeah, it's been tough. You can't win them all. It might come back. It might not. But this is why you want chips across the table, a diversified portfolio. For the guy that has 100% in Illuvium, it's been a terrible cycle.
Running DeFi protocols while we wait for the pump. Learn DeFi watching your channel. Awesome, awesome. This Sleepy Hollow hasn't watched you since you used to bitch about not buying Render at 75 cents.
Bro, you're going to pick some nice comments, bro. Come on, bro. Lock it.
These are nice. These are nice. Hold on. Let's see. There was somebody asking about Link, HBAR. Or here we go. Bitcoin, ETH, Solana, ADA, Link, Tau. So basically all the large caps. And Tony asking for show a Bitcoin LP with a wide range. What blockchain?
Okay, we can do that. Or you can do that. That's fine, man. You want to take screen? Take screen, bro.
No, you got it, bro. Just keep it easy, because I got
stuff
up on my screen.
You got it.
Bro, I'm sharing your chat and stuff. You're going to make it harder.
Okay. He's got stuff built up on the screen. What do you think he has on the screen chat?
Bro, it's literally like your chat and stream. I'm trying to get it. I'm running multiple windows.
Okay, let's go. Let's make this quick, and let's make this like friendly.
Let's pull up that Bitcoin AVAX. So let's see what that's doing right now. Let's just see. And actually, I'm gonna slide these over.
Their retention.
Widen that up a little bit.
Thoughts on Z-Bag? I mean, talk numbers, bro. You're too slow.
Widen that up a little bit. Do something wide. Give me a 30 to 40% wide. Just keep it simple. Like, yeah, just make it 40. Like, fuck it. We'll just go wide. And you can see how it's going to be looking like, what was that? Yeah, about that 30%-ish. So it's nothing crazy, but what's that?
3% per month. It's not bad, 3% per month. You got 100K in Bitcoin and AVAX. Make $3,000 a month. Not bad.
Something very
assets
chill,
you believe in.
term.
Assets you believe in. AVAX is probably going to outperform Bitcoin, I would say. So I'd maybe stretch the upside a little bit more, but it's not bad. Again, you're not on a Bitcoin pool. You're not going to find those 10. You're rarely going to find a 10 to 20% per month. And if you do, I would really check the platform, the TVL, because it's probably something great. You might get it randomly on a day when the volume's high. And that's why we like when the market goes down, when the market goes up. If you can stay in range, that's where you make a fuck ton of fees. You know, when the market's going sideways, you'll do okay. And it's still better than hodling, in our opinion. But when the market's going down, like, that's where you start to print, man. And especially because you're buying Bitcoin and AVAX in this example at cheaper prices. And when it eventually goes back up, all those free fees that you did last month are now worth double, you know, whatever it is, especially on coins like AVAX. They're like a 5 to 6x off its previous all-time high.
Such a good buy right now, too.
Yeah. So that's how you got to play it, man. You don't look at 34% and say, okay, well, that's 3% or 3% per month. And you have $1,000, you go, okay, well, that's 3% per month at prices I think are cheap. Okay. Now what can we do? Well, that's kicking, because that's paying you while you sleep. What can we do to get more than $1,000? Okay. What can we do? Okay. Well, you probably have to do something else in the real world. And then you come back and you bring that into this pill. And that's how you consistently get your life to be better. And that's how you change your life, because it's not going to happen with the 34% per year. If you have $1,000, there's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do. So that was motivational, eh?
That's pretty good. Next coin.
The next coin. All right.
Solana.
Solana is fucking gay, bro. Solana is gay. Solana is gay for pills. Too. Solana is really gay for pills. It can be hit or miss. It can really be hit or miss. Like, oh, have they changed their background? This now?
Yeah.
This is
now. A couple days ago, maybe like a week or two ago.
Yeah, you can see how much I use Orica. Very rarely. In fact, never. Why is it doing this shit, bro? I hate when it does this fucking weird shit. Give me the volume ones. What the fuck? Okay, let's look at Solana. Let's talk about Solana. And then we'll talk about some potential yield opportunities, DeFi opportunities. What do you think of Solana this build run? What's your price predictions, Parker and chat? What do you think it can go to? Do we think it's going to 5 to 7, like some people say? Do we think it's going to 1,000?
If we hit 5, maybe I'd be bearish. But if we hit 5, I'm cashing out, bro. Like, I wish I would have taken more out at 300 the first time to play that arbitrage, buy back in at the bottom. I feel like we're just underperforming. Memes are kind of not the focus, it seems, anymore of the market. People are very, very scared. And so with Solana being the casino, it's just a lot of the... I don't know. I'm even myself getting a little bored with Solana, and I'm holding it long term. So trying to see where this one's going. Everyone should definitely be staking their Solana, even if it's liquid staking, because Solana does have a pretty high inflation. So if anyone is bag holding Solana, please, please, please have it staked or liquid staked.
Okay. How did they do that? Give them some more information.
Reading chat here real quick.
I just asked you how did they liquid stake it in the quick?
Okay, liquid staking super
break it
easy.
Down, bro. Come on, man.
Yeah. You want to open a new tab for Jupiter?
Not really.
No, you want me to take it over?
Yes.
Okay, sweet. Let me take it back real quick. Boom, got it back. Okay, so it's as simple as liquid staking. If you don't care about all the nerd stuff behind the scenes, it's literally as simple as swapping. Let's say you want to take some USDC. You could swap it for something like Jupiter staked Solana, where, boom, you just take even, let's say your Solana, you just swap it in, swap one Solana for Jupiter staked Sol, boom, locked in. You could do, another popular one is Jito staked Sol, and boom, you'll see 6.2%. That's what you're earning on this one. Let's see what it says for Jupiter gains. I just skipped right past it. Jupiter Stake Sol is also 6.82 at the current moment. Sometimes it gets a little bit higher because they have like trading rewards and stuff like that in there as well, in the MEVBot rewards for Jito. But it's, you want to at least break even with the inflation on Solana, because Solana does have a high inflation. So that's a simple way to do it. You can also just stake directly through like your Phantom app and traditionally stake. But I hate having unstaking times, lockup periods. So something with a liquid stake token, you can just swap in and out super, super easy.
Yeah, whatever he said. This chat's crazy, bro. This chat's crazy. By the way, we might as well plug it. If you guys are interested in doing this alongside us, we'll give you free advice, and we will try and sell you on a call. But if you want guidance, you can click that link. I forgot to do it, but most of you guys won't want it. We want to give you as much as for free as possible, so you can get with DeFi and making 2-3K per month. Because I guarantee most of you guys can do that immediately, even on the smallish portfolios. But if you want to take it a step further, click that link and buy our shit. Oh my God, he said it. I mean, I think we're the most honest YouTubers, bro. We'll just fucking say. We don't mind.
It's a
but we want you guys
video,
to,
dude.
Yeah, we want you guys to, don't play. It's going to be so annoying. Don't play. We want you guys to actually take action and get there by yourself, right? Because crypto doesn't have to be the hodl game. It doesn't. It can be, but it's just like, again, we always talk about if you have a house, you put a tenant in there, right? If you have a real estate property, you don't just buy it for appreciation. You could, but like the game is to put a tenant in there and make that passive income as much as you can to scale up. So why wouldn't you do that with crypto? It doesn't make sense to at least do that with a 20% of your portfolio. 20 is all you need, okay? And you can scale up if you want, because either you just have to sell when it goes higher, and that's fine. That's what you should do. But like if you have assets that you believe in, solid assets, man, you got to put them to work. And it's a click of a button. You don't have to talk to lawyers, vet a tenant, worry if he's going to trash the property. All you have to do, even if you're fucking retarded with ranges, you're still going to be fine. You're still going to be 100. You don't lose any money. You'll be sold into the other asset. But if you have two assets you believe in, you'll be absolutely fine. If you can learn how to open up a MetaMask, a Rabbit wallet, and not get fucking hacked and clicking dodgy links, you will be fine. I guarantee you'll make more money than you started with. That's a guarantee. You'll do that in the first hour. That's because you're paid immediately. So I just want guys to take advantage of this, not even with our help. Do it by yourself. Do it by yourself, because I promise you, once you learn how to do this, you'll be fine. What?
2 comments, Jake. One, how much money do you need for 2 to 3K a month? And someone right below said his current portfolio is 25 to 30K. So I feel like those go.
Perfect. It's the same question. Let's pull that up, bro. What a fucking good fucking. What's my thing called? Aerodrome. Is my screen on?
Yep, you're back.
Okay, let's do this, bro. And by the way, this is on my other laptop. So I need you locked in here, Parker.
I'm so locked, bro.
Okay, you got a portfolio of 30K. First of all, congratulations. That is very fucking good. And the question was, chat, we are cooked. It's over, my G. Don't you like Richard Hart, the owner of Hex? Don't think so. I mean, he's probably cool, but I think he's just addicted to his Louis Vuitton handbag. I mean, I have one as well, bro. Fuck. I've not even seen how you're looking, Parker. Where are you, bro? I can't even see you today. Let me just see how you look. Smile. Yeah. Yeah, you're locked in, bro.
So locked in. I'm ready, man.
Parker looks like Richard Hart with that fucking Versace jacket, Versace coat.
Is it bad I don't know who that is?
Richard Hart, the owner of Hex, bro, or the CEO of Hex.
Oh,
you know who that is?
That scam coin, bro.
Don't say that, bro. What the fuck?
I'm not scared,
Anyways, let's
man.
lock in. Let's lock in. 30K portfolio. What were the 2 questions? Do you remember? How much money do you need for a 2 to 3K?
So basically, how much is your guidance?
They're the same question.
Yeah, how much?
They're the same question. They're the same question.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm guessing you have maybe 5 to 10 coins. Okay, I'm going to presume you do. Okay. You knew him for the win. Yeah, bro. I know Richard Hart. I mean, I don't think Richard Hart's a bad guy. I just think he's probably. I'm pretty sure he had some trouble with the SEC or something. But you know, he's definitely made. Like Hex was a great performing coin until it wasn't. I don't know how it's doing now. But I just think, you know, there was definitely some things behind the scenes. But I don't know. I think the Hex guys are eating good if they sold. I don't know what's up right now. Anyways, Parker, let's break this down. 30K per month. I mean, what coins do you have? You know, I don't know what coins you have, but if we just go back to VFAT,
Chris,
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That's not the point, because then we'll just do specific coins. It doesn't matter. That's not the question. So again, we always say you can do 6 to 12% per month on your solid assets. If you can, the 12% is pushing it, but you can definitely do it. For example, if we have some AVAX bills, there's probably some there that are doing crazy. I don't want to look at black, because black is a riskier coin. Okay, just keep that in mind. But, you know, if we have, you know, there's one there. It's a little bit tight range, but there's Bitcoin and AVAX. Okay. If we were to just go for the, I don't know, the 10% here, let's just say, not about there, 20%, maybe make it a little bit more. But again, this is without compounding, right? So again, if you have 30K, and let's just say you do have 30K and you just put it all in here, I'm not telling you to do that, but Bitcoin and AVAX probably going to do well. What's the maths on that, Parker? Come on.
10% a month, baby. Let's just make 10% a month.
Yes. Dollar value. Try again.
To make 3K a month?
Yes.
30K, man. Easy.
Well, there we go.
Well, technically, that's
we got there.
A little more.
It's more. And again, once you can compound this every single day if you want, less than that, you know, if you really want. So if you're sticking it back in, you're 30K. Okay, obviously, let's just pretend it stayed the same and yield stayed the same. That's not going to happen. But let's just say prices stayed the same. You're 33 after 1 month. What's 10% of that, Parker, the next month?
3.3.
Yes. So guess what? You keep compounding. Now the next month you make more. Okay. That is as easy as it has to be. But people overcomplicate it. And I'll tell you why they overcomplicate it. First of all, the APR changes tomorrow, and instead of 113, it's 107. And they're like, oh my God, it's not sustainable. Bro, long term. And then it goes to 121. You know, you want to find pools. The biggest thing I can give you guys, just to sum up pools, we're never going to finish this tier list, Parker. We'll do a couple more. And it's my fault because there's so many people in the chat. The biggest thing you can do, man, is you find 2 assets that you like. Okay, asset to stable coins, okay, but just keep in mind when the bull market or if the bear market, whatever it is, you're going to be cashed out, whether that's good or bad. But for example, if you're doing an AVAX pool and AVAX is at, I don't know, what's it at, 20, 25, I don't know, and AVAX rips to $50. The problem with that is you're cashed out there for stable coins, which is you took profits, but you missed that appreciation. Okay, and that's why we love assets to assets. Okay, super, super well. The second thing you want to do is find, you know, a good platform with good TVL, and obviously a good APR. You don't want to be going for something that's a low APR. It doesn't make sense.
Jake, what do you say?
Wait, this is for you, Parker. This is for you. This actually has to be said. Tell your geeky friend.
I saw that.
This is for you. You didn't see. He only wants to know the bad ones for me. Okay. The new rule is. Yeah, you saw that, but you didn't want to say that. That's what you said.
I was about to read them, bro.
No, you didn't. Tell your geeky friend that Richard Hart beat the SEC. Nice. I thought he did. But if we're on the real, and he's not a geek, by the way, come on.
Let's see. Oh, we can't see.
Let's check that. Let's check. What one is it? That's the problem I always have. Is it Pulse Chain or is it this one? Are they the same? They're not the same. What one do we look at when we look at Hex? Do we look at this one? I mean, maybe this is the wrong one. Maybe this.
Yeah, maybe the other one. Go back.
Let's try that. Let's give him some. time.
Okay.
Yeah. Nothing. No gains have been made. So, yeah, it's tough. But you know, I like guys that I might clip that. I like guys, and that's the fucking clip. I like founders. I like people that like fucking put their skin in the game. So regardless of the price, you know, he didn't scam as far as I'm aware. He's been in the game. I like people that fucking tried. Like to launch a project when you're already rich. It's just like, he's already fucking rich. So like, I like people like Charles, like fucking, even Vitalik, like CZ back in the day when he was with Binance, like these guys, the owner of these coins, the CEO that build teams, they're building a business and they're trying to fucking help the everyday guy. They're also trying to help themselves, but they're trying to just create a movement. So I like people that fucking do that. So that's what I would say. It's sick. Because you're taking a lot of risk, bro. You could literally go to jail. If your coin gets big enough, and even if you try, you're going to get the SEC or fucking, you're going to get sued or something's going to happen. Mm-hmm. So you're taking a lot of risk, bro. It's fucking scary. Like if we launched a coin, right, and we actually tried, and then it rugged, even if we had nothing to do with it, you just had big players, you'd probably see me go to fucking jail or some court case. That's scary. Even if we did nothing wrong. So I respect that. Respect
Jake, we got
Scotland. GG.
Yeah, I was gonna say we have someone that says, why not just hold that 30K and wait for the next cycle?
Okay, you want to go first or I'll go first? It's pretty obvious.
Yeah, I mean, hold the 30K for what? I mean, we just dipped. We dipped hard. We might dip more, but the whole point of DeFi is we're earning money whether we go up or down. It's over the long term. We're compounding extra cash. So you're going to sit there and hold and wait. Wait for what? What next cycle? When is that buy point going to be? And how much money do you left on the table in the meantime? If you are waiting with stables on the side, at least be lending stable coins or stablecoin pools like USDT to USDC to earn, 5 to 15% a year, which is nothing crazy, but it's stock market like returns and there's no volatility.
Yeah, I mean, again, you can hodl. Hodl's great, bro. Like, I mean, at least you're in the game, man. Like, if you're going to tell your future people, your mom, your dad, whoever you are, you were at least fucking in the game. You were in the game. So, like, we respect that. But it's like, if you can go to 30 with a solid coins that you believe in, this is just an example. Again, everybody that doesn't have to buy our product, come on VFAT and put it to work. Connect your wallet. Make sure you're fucking doing this in a good way. Do a test of $100. If that works, great. Because it's a better fucking up. You can't really fuck up. It would be your fault you fucked up because you connected to a scam site. Make sure on the original VFAT, make sure your keys are always safe, that nobody has access. Connect it with $100. Okay. And if you can make, here's what we always say, if you can make 10% per month on 1K, okay, you can make 20, you can make 1K, 10K, whatever it is. You just need the bigger portfolio because it's the same fucking game. It's the exact same game. We've got a guy, Grant, bro. I don't want to, like, what's his best month been? Like, he had a 9K fucking day. He had consistently 2K days. Like, it's fucking crazy. Like, let's just pull it up. But he's obviously not doing it all the time. That's when the market goes up, the market goes down. Like, that's when you really, really, really get paid. Like,
yeah, he averages
where is Grant?
He averages between 1 and 2K a day. There was the high volume day where he made 9K in that day, which is just an
I don't even have
awesome
it here.
screenshot, right? Awesome way to be like,
Yeah, it's on my other laptop. But like, daily rewards 3.8K. Stupid, bro. Stupid. In 10 days, you'd have your 30K portfolio for the guys up there. Use that as motivation. Stupid. Yeah, literally less than 10 days, it'd be 40. So again, just fucking do this with $100.
And people talking about, I was going to say real quick, people talking about, oh, wait for the next cycle. Part of the power of DeFi is that he already has a bunch of Bitcoin and whatnot, right? His portfolio value was down by like, let's say 80K last month, but he made like 60K in fees. So he offset that dip and had like 60K more to buy in that dip. And he bought us a shit ton more Bitcoin and like a little more ETH. Like nothing super insane or crazy, but he offset that tremendously. And once I was able to show him that, he was like, oh, okay, now we're cooking.
Yeah, it's just a flywheel, man. When the retarded is Jeffrey drawn, it's just a flywheel. You chuck it back in the machine, okay? And again, with assets, it'll be like, it just makes a no-brainer to at least do, again, test it with $100. You'll see, like, making your first money online. Because the only way the hodlers make money is, how do they make money? Is when they sell. They have to sell. Again, you have a real estate property, okay, and you don't put a tenant in there. Okay, it sits there. It goes up in appreciation. You'll have to go through some real estate crashes, but over the long term, you'll make money. That asset is valuable. Whether you like real estate or not, it's going to take a long time. And guess what the thing is with real estate? How hard it is to buy a house. I think my mom and dad bought their house for like 70K and it's now worth like 400K. Okay. But that was in the time where they could buy a house. I mean, bro, there was even probably people in our grandparents' ages that could buy houses for under 10K. Good fucking houses that have 30x'd. But now to buy a house, I don't know how much is in your country or your country's at home, guys watching this chat, but in my country, the shittiest house, it's a 6-figure investment. The shittiest house with the shittiest scheme fucking house. The guy from Fife, you'll know that. How hard is it to buy a house in Glasgow? You can't. You can't for the normal person. So, yeah, I mean, you have cryptocurrency, a click of a button, you can be monetizing that. And then after this build cycle, with those fees, you could buy a couple of houses. Think of it that way. A lot of people want to start real estate with 30K. Sorry. It's not 1980 anymore. Good luck. Honestly. Would you agree? Then you have the stress of the tenant maybe not paying you. What happened to me in Hamilton? She didn't pay. She tracked the place.
Uh-oh. Jake drops. We'll get him back in here. Give me 1 second, boys. Uh-oh. 1 second, guys. I want to WhatsApp them real quick. Actually. Well, I guess we're going to have to wait a second. Let's see. Let's go through chat real quick. Chat, while we wait, let's see. The risk of liquidity pools, essentially, if you're using safe, well-known sites, things we all know and love, like let's say Aave or Uniswap, big name contenders in the space. The risk is usually just the assets you're choosing. There is some smart contract risk, but if you're using sites that run for a long time, you really minimize that risk. He has not joined back yet. What if his laptop died, guys? My phone died, so hang on, boys. Let's see. Scottish real estate, know nothing about that. Is it safe just to DCA Bitcoin for a long-term play? I checked the other day, and I've been doing a $100 buy of Bitcoin every single week throughout 2025. And the peak it's been up to is usually about like plus 20%, plus 18%. Last time I checked, it was down to like, I think plus 15-ish% for the year. I'm sure it's down to maybe closer to 12 now. But that's literally just $100 a week, and that's auto DCA, set and forget. Nice example of what that could look like. When my phone turns back on, I'll let you know here. Let's see. Active 4 minutes ago. So his computer definitely died. There's no way. Let's see. Pop some questions in chat, boys. ZBCN. That's on, is that on Solana? What blockchain is that on? One Bitcoin or 20,000 ADA? Okay, hear me out. Hear me out. I like this question. One Bitcoin long term is obviously going to be my choice, long term. But let's be realistic, okay? All this, or was it 200,000 ADA? God damn. You look over here. Guys, we have bounced off these lows so many times back over $1. So if it was me, if I was a betting man, I would definitely try to take this ADA from down here, buy the 200,000 ADA. Oh, I think he joined back. Let's see. Jake, are you back? Hello?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Oh my God, you're back. Did your computer die?
No, literally, what happened? I was given the best value possible, and I didn't even realize I left. When did I cut out? That's so fucking gay, bro. How long?
Like 5 minutes, maybe max. I was talking to you, and you just dropped off.
Yeah. Maybe you should.
It said you were offline school too, so I thought your laptop died. I was just trying to.
Maybe you shouldn't. Maybe you shouldn't rent in Thailand because we can't even afford Wi-Fi. What the fuck? Okay. Well, I was making an explanation with a $1.2 million house, but it doesn't even matter anymore. So my frequency's gone. So fuck it.
Well, let me finish for this guy. If you buy 200,000 ADA right here, you can double that back to $1 easy, and then rotate that back to Bitcoin long term. Wait for ADA to do this bullshit again. Like, that's how I would do it. But long term, the answer is Bitcoin every time.
Yeah, where were we? Well, you got to tell me if I died.
Chewing like a pig. What does that even mean? Oh, is that you?
Is this still streaming?
Chewing something? I was looking at your camera.
Yeah, I'm chewing, bro. I'm chewing Nicky gum because of my dick, dude.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. You're not high enough test for this, bro.
Jake, they want you to talk about houses, 6 figures.
Oh, it doesn't matter now. I'm off the frequency. Let's move on. Okay, new one. You were talking about not being able to buy a house for shy of 6 figures. I mean, would we all agree?
Yeah, anywhere.
I mean, let's just fucking check, bro.
The hood of all hoods in my area, it's like 6 figures for a house now.
No, let's actually check. And I'm talking about not even livable positions. Okay, I mean, Glasgow is where I'm from.
Not even moving ready.
Yeah. I'm talking about dart at the barrel. So if we just go, I don't know, within a mile, property types, I'll even allow, Parker, you probably, USA guys probably understand, apartments, like this is flats, it sounds good, but most of the time it's not, if we're being honest. We'll scale it out to 5 miles, which is quite wide. And let's just see. Let's actually check this. It's not loaded. Oh, here we go. So, there's a good start, 790. So let's go by just news listed. Am I on the chat, Parker? You need to keep saying I'm on the chat.
Yep.
There's girls here too. She looks clean. I'm joking.
Bro, what?
Okay, here's a perfect example. Bro, look at this. I mean, just there's a girl here too. I was joking. Okay, look at this. 125K. Okay. Okay, actually looks okay. Look at the inside. You're going to have to strip this down. What young family is going to be living in here? Look at the motivation you've given them to make money with a bull run. They can't even fucking... This looks like their grand's died here. Like, come on. What else we got? We'll look at one more. I mean, look, they're just like 290K. And this is GBP. This is GBP.
500 for that one?
Yeah, this is, I mean, that's pretty good, but this is GBP. So times that by 1.3. That's like 7. Okay. I mean, bro, you're struggling, bro. Has anybody got 300K in their portfolio right now that wants to put it in a house?
Yeah.
No. Fuck no. Let's look at the worst places ever. Last thing we'll do before we get out of this, because I know this is kind of boring for some people. If we go maximum price 100K, which would be that 6 figures. This is GBP, so that's like 130. Probably a lot. Again, there's 400. Like, but this is typical. Like, this is a lot. I mean, bro. I mean, we're struggling.
Oh, so you're able to buy like a specific like level?
I'm having to now. I can't buy a house. I'm looking at flats now, which is, I guess you could say, apartments in your country.
Like a condo,
but like,
thing. Yeah,
a little bit. But like, I don't know. Like, you pull in here. There's 100K, so 130K your country, right? Okay.
Bro,
let's see what we're working
with. What the fuck's up with that?
Remember, we want to rent this out. We're talking about renting this out. We're not talking about living. We're to rent this out. Well, we need to strip this down. Like, you're never going to get a young family coming in here and wanting to live here. They're never going to choose you, bro. It's so old. Kitchen's okay. Kitchen's actually nice. They've done the effort there, but we need to strip this whole place down. And how much do you make a month off this? Does anybody know? Can we take a guess? I'll give you an example. My flat in Hamilton, it was like £45,000, 49, which is, imagine we're looking at something double the price. You can only imagine the state of my place, right? It was actually a nice little flat. It was tiny though. I was making £400 profits in rent.
Rich. Freedom.
You put 40K in a pool. We talked about 30. You make 10x that plus more. You can live with 3K a month.
That's crazy, bro.
A month. Yeah.
What would you say is more risky?
Property. Why? Because number one, you don't know. Again, we're talking about solid assets, Bitcoin, EVAX, so you already believe in. So you already have the portfolio anyways. That's the difference here, right? We're not talking about Zora. We're not talking about Black Hole. We're not even talking about fucking meme coin 900. The risk with property is it's always the pros. It's always going to be there. Blah blah blah. Month one, your tenant doesn't pay. You're panicking. Okay. Month 2, month 3, you get her out. Month 3, you bring in a new place, but you realize it's fucking wrecked, and you have to spend another 5K on the refurbishments. I mean, how many, bro? I've even seen your country, like people just fucking stay in the property and you have nothing to do. You can't do anything. You have to go through legal fees. You can't get them out. Squatters, right?
Yeah, no, you literally can't get them out, even after the legal fees. You just can't do anything.
So if I don't like my Bitcoin AVAX anymore, do you know what I do? I just sell it in 1 second and I'm back to cash and I'm free.
Well, and I don't know the state of like Glasgow, UK and stuff, but I can tell you, I mean, you know as well, but for the people on the stream, a lot of these guys that are joining our community and our group, they're ex-real estate guys that are saying, fuck that, we're done with this forever. And they're getting into crypto and DeFi and they're doing this instead. Because, and they advise, because, you know, I'm a young guy, I'm interested in it just like you were. They tell me, don't run. Keep doing what you're doing. This is working. Run from real estate.
Yeah.
Which I still want to dabble a little bit, I'm going to be honest, but it's interesting. A lot of these guys are ex-real estate guys that are coming in to do something different.
Yeah, let's answer a couple more questions. Let's get a couple more clients. How long have we been on here for?
54 minutes, so you were gone for about 5.
We'll stay on for a bit longer. Okay, but even if I still want a house to live in, what do you think about buying a house to live in someone in their 20s? Well, can you afford a house? Do you
Rent,
think,
bro? Rent. Don't buy a
no,
house.
but yeah, oh, you're talking about him or you're talking about me because I read it wrong?
No, I'm talking about him. I'm saying rent because then you're not locked in.
No.
You have the freedom.
No, but we have to understand that he maybe doesn't want to rent. So let's answer his question is he's looked at that opportunity and he said, no, I actually want to buy a house. So that's what we're answering as. So I don't know where you live. Like this is the price zone we're looking at. If you want a good fucking house that I can afford it, but then CryptoPort is smaller. Exactly. So why don't we just play this bull run? We say the bull run and everybody's like, the bull run's over. Why don't we just play this bull run for what it's worth, put some in DeFi, make a bunch, come back, sell reasonably 20% across the way, buy the house and get back in if you really want the house. But if you're in your 20s, bro, just go and you can rent somewhere that's way better than what you can ever afford here and just ride up the next cycle and then you can buy the dream house.
And it will be cheaper and you can throw the difference into Bitcoin, even just Bitcoin or into more crypto. And you could multiply your money and that house will be so much.
Because I guarantee the house you want in your 20s is not going to be the house you want in your 30s. And it's not going to be the house you want in your 40s, especially if you're serious about making money online. So just
if you're making money online, are you not going to move to Thailand or go somewhere fun? You think you're going to want to stay in the same house? No.
Maybe, but also it's just like, yeah, but also it's like some people you can rent and just test all the area. You know, the problem with buying a house, and if you just you just don't like the area, your neighbor's a dickhead, you're locked in, bro. You're locked. The freedom of just having a fucking suitcase and your laptop, it's just fucking nice. If I don't like this place any longer, we can just leave. I don't know. But maybe if I had a wife and kids, it'd be different. It probably would. But I doubt it. I don't know. But you're in your 20s, bro. You got so much time. Just keep doing what you're doing. The problem is if you sell to buy a house, it sounds like you're really fucking rich if you're still going to have crypto after a decent sized house. Like you must have a 400 or 500K. So you're doing fucking well. Just do more of that and just delay gratification for a couple more years. You'll be behind. Thailand house is cheap. I mean, not really in Bangkok, man. Not fucking really, man. Like if you want to buy a real house, our last place was like $50 million for the actual price. We were renting for like $6K per month, just two of us. Yep. And it was $1.3 million. So not really. If you want to live a little bit outside, absolutely. But again, come and rent, man. You can rent a little bit outside of Bangkok for $400. You get all your amenities. You get the pool for $400 per month. You get a nice working space. It's fucking crazy just for a little bit outside Bangkok. In Bangkok, you might need to pay close to $1,000 per month. I mean, you get a 3-bedroom, you share it with another guy in our bedroom. I mean, if you're on the same mission, you're working crypto, you're doing your online gig or whatever, it's kind of better to live with somebody, I think, in my opinion. Pattaya, yeah, Hoi Hin, yeah, you're right, 100%. That's different, no. That's completely different. All right. Let's do a couple more coins. I'm so locked in, bro. So locked in. Parker just hit 1,000 subscribers. Let's do that because we did say we'd do that. If anybody wants to go and subscribe to Parker's channel and see the slop content, Parker Ray. You might learn something. He goes more in about DeFi. So here's his channel. He just hit 1,000 subscribers. So let's get him monetized. Go and subscribe to his channel right now. Everybody and watching this. And I have a new channel. Again, that goes about DeFi. So go and subscribe to this channel as well, Mr. Jake Yield. If you like more DeFi stuff, okay, we're going to be here every single Thursday. It's a non-negotiable, or we have to donate $1,000 to somebody in the chat if we miss the time. We might be a little bit late, but we're still going to be here every single. We're going to be here, and Parker can't afford it, so I have to list. We're going to be here every single Thursday, and on the main channel or on the second channel, me and Parker are going to be here every single Monday. So if you don't want to miss those, subscribe to all of our channels. And if you just want real honest fucking advice, like guys in the trenches, guys still living this, guys that are doing well, guys that are not doing well, like we'll be here. Like we're not here to like do anything fucking. We're never going to we're always going to be here. We're just real people that show portfolios, talk about degenerate stuff, but also want to see everybody fucking win. That's what we're here for.
Yeah, talking with chat, answering questions in the chat. It's pretty fun. I like this.
Yeah, because you don't have any chat, so I can imagine.
Dude, my chat's so dead right now.
I mean, of course. Let's check the stats. How do we check the stats? Well, this is a new stat. Let's check the stats. We've got 1,200 views in this video already. Pretty crazy. How many ads did you guys get placed? I maxed out ads so I can monetize the fuck out of this. So I'm interested to see how many ads got played, because I can't see ads. Like, do they see ads? It's interesting.
They
Look at
should
the
when they
consistency.
turn it on. I know when they first connect. My phone is still dead.
We've consistently had over 100 people here, which is crazy, and we've already had 1,300 views. Nice. Okay, let's move on. Let's pick another 2 coins.
In chat, we have Sui, XRP. Let's see.
Let's do Aero. Let's talk about your story with Aero, okay? And what happened with you and your full range pool. Let's talk about your story.
Okay. So, Aero, super. Let's see. Let's get you pulled it up here. I first bought Aero, I think, over $1, around like $1.25, and I am still very much so in profit. And that's been because I've been running full range liquidity pools, Aero to USDC, for a year and a half now. It was like last March, I believe. And it started off paying very, very handsomely. Now it pays pretty boring, like a 20-25% APR. But because I was in that pool, cash flowing nonstop, it was auto DCing all the dips for me. I was making, $500, $1,000, $2,000 in Aero every single month. Now it's much lower. It's like $300 to $500 a month that I'm making, but it's still just passive money coming in off a position that is risk free. And I bought it at $1.25, and it was buying for me at 30 cents. It was buying for me at 60 cents. It was buying for me up at $2. And so even without selling that initial position, I have just made so much Aero every single month for the last year and a half. And again, those yields are much lower now, but especially off the get-go, got risk-free super fast.
Yeah. So Aero for me, it's great for pools. My problem with Aero, it's like Black Hole. It's a rewards token, right? Mm-hmm. So that's my only issue. Would you agree that there's a lot of sell pressure in this compared to other coins, and that's why you see some big drops, right? Mm-hmm. So that's my only issue. The other issue is there a max supply? I don't think there is, right? No. Yeah. That's another issue. But, and it's a big but, it's not had a 21 bull run. I do think it has potential. I mean, it's already had kind of 3 pumps. Again, the only issue I has is if you come on here and we just were to look, I know you can do it on their main platform as well, but there's a lot of people making a lot of money, right? But what they're doing, it's a tight range. What they're doing is a nice one, 144% with a 20% range on Aero and Ethereum. What they're doing is they're selling the Aero, right? For most of these pools, if they're paid in Aero, which is a problem. And I was doing the same with Black Hole. So I'm still got a full wide range. Again, an example of a full wide range. It's pretty crazy. Although Black's been in the shitter this last month, I'm in this pool right here. There's no range. So like every single day, if I'm making $100 or so, I'm selling the Black. So I'm causing the sell. And how many other people are doing that? Okay, because I've already got the Black. So I've already got my bull run bag with Black, whether it's bad or not. But like I'm not prepared to take another bet with that. My whole goal in this pool was to pay me back my initial deposit, which I'm about 75% there. Okay, which in like 2 months is pretty fucking crazy. But again, the problem is Black Hole for a bull run could happen. Tiny market cap. Everybody, as far as I'm aware, is selling their Black. All of our guys in our 10K fast track, they're selling their Black. Think about the real people in the real world. The guys with a lot of money in this, probably doing the same. So these reward tokens, you have to be careful.
You want to hear a DM I just got from our private group that might be worth mentioning?
If it's positive.
Oh, no, it's not. They said, I sold all my altcoins today. How do you feel about that?
Can you give me the initial of the name and I'll give you an answer?
R.
Can you give me the second letter?
Of the name?
Yes.
It's the same name as our sales guy.
Canadian guy?
Yeah.
No way, bro.
Yep.
He's capping. He's a joker. He's capping. No way.
He's not capping. No, there's no
way.
Nah,
he's capping, bro.
No, he's
I know this
for real.
Really? Mm-hmm. So you sold a 300K position for what? Now what?
Fear of what's next?
Buy back in
the market.
Buy back in lower.
Fear is already like almost max.
To buy back in lower, maybe. But he hasn't said the strategy. So did he sell? Because Bobby sold. Bobby's 85% cash at 126, and now Bitcoin's worth 107. So if he buys back, he's fucking made like 20%. And I don't know, 500K portfolio. He's made fucking 100K. So has he done it to do that? You got to give me context. He's sold and he's going back to the wagey. It doesn't make sense. You have to give context.
I don't have more info yet, but I'd imagine he's selling when it's time to start rebuying. So this is maybe some indicators to start getting back in.
Everybody buy. When the Jeffrey starts saying it's over, it's time to fucking buy. No, honestly, I think, again, I'll give you some guys what they said. Again, we're not traders. Like we're the most boring investors in the world with a little bit of steroids on top of that. And what I mean by that is we don't just hodl. We put most of our coins, some of our coins, blue chip coins that we start with in DeFi positions. Parker does a little bit of lending, and that's as far as we go. So I'm not here to tell you, and this channel isn't about that. You should know that, where we're going to go tomorrow. I don't fucking know. But we do have a guy that's called us 3 times now, Bobby. He sold at 125 or 122 whenever. And he expects 96, 98 when he's going to start rebuying, as far as I'm aware. Currently. Could change currently. So he's 85% cash, but he's playing a different game. I don't know about you, Parker, and guys in the chats, but I don't have the balls to do that. It's way too stressful. Because my problem with that would be if we sold, it keeps going back up higher, and then I have to rebuy back. I hate that game. I'd rather just put it in DeFi pools and make that difference if we go down, sideways, or up. You know?
I locked in about 60 to 80 in stables, but I still have a lot of market exposure, and the pools are still chugging because they're cash flowing. But I do have a good little stack going on the side. Okay,
the stack is to buy when and what?
If we see Bitcoin down at 95, I think that's where we'll bottom. Unfortunately, I'd share my screen, but my websites aren't loading, actually, so I'm not sure.
I think that's where it cut me out as well. When you shared, I think that's where I died. So don't do that.
Nah. Oh, is it loading this time? Hold up. You're still sharing, though.
I mean,
can you pull it up on your end? Pull up the CoinGlass liquidation maps? But even if not, I'm waiting to see if we take out those levels. And then I will do a big Bitcoin buy, probably right about there. Click,
what do you want?
Let's see, try liquidation at the top, liquidation model 3. Damn, my website's not working at all. My Fear and Greed Index isn't working. I'm going to drag us to the side real quick. 1 second. Can you scroll up a little bit? Change that 48 hour to, let's just do either 6 months or a year. And then, JK, bro.
Brokey can't even afford the website. Anyways, let's move on. That stuff's boring for most people. Let's do 2 more coins. We did Aero. We were on Aero. What the fuck happened? So, Aero, he told the story there. Aero pills. Let's finish this off. What do you think? I think some great pills here, man. Aero ETH.
Yeah, I mean, they're not as exciting as they were. I'd wait for good entries on Aero because that's still important, guys. The risk of pools is going to be the assets you're choosing. So you still want to make sure you get good entries. But, I mean, definitely it's something that I still have open.
I think it's a B. I think it's B.
Yeah.
What do you think? No, it's Pepe. Fuck you.
I go almost C tier now. And depending on, like, full range, I'm going C tier. Like, if you're full range again. If you're setting actual ranges, we can get it back up to B tier.
Okay.
Consistent yield, but again, it has a lot of that sell pressure.
Okay. Let's do one more. Somebody wants to do ZBCNN. Is going crazy. What is that?
Z-Back on Solana. Meme coin time. Let's go. That? Actually, I'm not sure. Let's pull it up. Actually, I think I've covered this before, but I'm not sure what it is. I don't remember.
Is it this one or is it the network one?
ZBC. He said ZBCN.
It has to be this one, right?
Yeah.
No, I'm too lazy.
Bro, pull it up on Orca. Come on, let's see.
It has to be this one. It has to be
this
one. It has to be this one.
Come on, baby.
Solana. Oh, yeah, but we want to look at the coin first, bro. Because we don't know what this coin is. Let's have a look. Okay. Nice. Orca. So again, first thing we always like to do is it's on Solana. It's probably going to be on here, right? So what we want to do is want to grab the ticker, and we want to see, again, it doesn't have to be for a pool, but we are here for pools. We just want to see what it's paying. Okay. Solana. This website is so fucking different. Last time I came on here. Yes, but network. Okay, Parker, real quick. It's tight range, bro. Not tight, but the market cap is so low in here compared to Solana. That's the issue I'm seeing, right? So just talking about pools, and then we'll go back to the actual coin. I don't know if this would be a good pool because it might be wide, 20%, 22% wide, but the market cap of ZBAC compared to Solana is that 100x or if not more, 340 compared to
Versus
100 billion. That's the issue because if you did a pool here and ZBAC goes crazy, you're going to be able to range immediately. If ZBAC dumps, again, vice versa. So what do you think?
Put that on the daily. Let's zoom out a little bit on the relationship there. I just want to be able to see it a little better. I'm going to hide our cameras too for a second. Actually, I don't think I can hear you if I do that. Let's not do that. Try to widen the top. I just want to see what that is. If you catch that top there, that top resistance level in the middle of the chart, I just want to see what happens to the prices if we do that.
More?
Yeah. That's 30-day yield, though, by the way, too. So it's still not bad. It's a month, 30% a month.
Go higher. I'm retarded. That is pretty good.
Bro. Yeah, that's good.
I thought that was
30% a month, man. Yeah, I would stretch that bitch out. Widen that bitch up. Spread them open.
I fucking changed my mind entirely. This is per month. My God. Stretch that bitch out. She needs stretched. Holy fuck.
Yeah,
let's bring that up. A little bit down.
That's like 0.5% a day. If you
max range. Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that. Hell yeah, bro. I got that massively wrong. I just presumed usually on VFAT it's 365 a month, but then boom, little 30-day here.
Yeah, click
Holy
that. See if you can change it there. Click it.
No,
you have to back out of the page to change it. But.
Doesn't matter. This is the widest range I've ever seen for a while. It's like 150% wide. I've pretty much on the daily captured every piece of price action for July, August, September, October, November. 5 or so months. So I should be in range here for a long fucking time unless ZBAC went to shit, but I'm going to presume it doesn't because you already have this coin. You bought this coin before, I'm guessing. Like you got this coin right now. You maybe got some Solana. You got a wide range right here. You'll make 0.5% per day. For example, if you have 100K, you probably don't, but let's say you did, you'd make how much per month? 15K per month?
Yeah.
Fuck. On a coin that you believe is going to go up and Solana is going to go up. That could be your 7-figure exit, bro.
Not bad.
7-figure exit.
But
because now you have to wait.
Coin.
Now you have to wait for ZBAC to do well or Solana to do well, which is fine for a hodl strategy. That's the game anyways. But again, you do the math. I know you probably don't have 100K, but if you did, you just scale it down. Okay, I've got actually 10K. Maybe I've only got 1K. On 100K, you make 15K per month of this on assets you believe are going to go up. You compound that next month. Fuck yeah. That's all I got.
Elephant in the room might be the TBL, but other than that,
there's always some guy that has to ruin it. He just fucking.
I'm not trying to ruin it. People say
TBL.
Just know it's high risk, but it's paying crazy.
Yeah, and if you want to get really fucking cute, bro,
catch that lower one. Oh,
you want to get really cute, bro? Yeah, bro. You want to make 100. You want to make 100. I'm joking. I'm just joking. Hopefully.
No, I'm just joking too. We're gonna make too much money. It's too tight.
Clip that.
No.
ZBAC for potential, it would obviously be S tier. But again, for risk, I don't know what ZBAC is before this chat, and I still don't. But it's been around for a while, so it's not came from nowhere. Yeah, good, cool pop 09. Great example there. Even if we like the coin or not, it's a great example on how you can start monetizing ZBAC today with Solana. Fantastic.
I agree, Terry.
All right.
So, I agree with Terry. He says every time Sol gets near all-time high, it dives down. Same. I've been a little unimpressed with Solana lately, but still big bags. Still holding. Yeah. Make sure, again, you're liquid staked or traditionally staked, so you're at least beating the inflation on the coin.
What's your number one asset for this bull run? Bar from Sui.
No Sui tattoo, bro. I don't think it's going to happen.
Sui tattoo at $10. I think so, bro.
I don't think it's going to happen this cycle, man. If it does, I'm happy because I make a bunch of money. But if it doesn't, I'm also happy because I don't have to get a tattoo.
Come on, bro. It's for the brand. It's for the culture.
Nah, I'm clean right now, man.
Not clean. Number one asset bar from Sui. Let's round this up. We're going to put a 5-minute countdown on this chat right now.
For what goal? For what goal?
To make the most amount of money possible with the safest play, if you can do that. 5-minute counter starting now. Can be anything you want. What can make the most money with DeFi? What can make the most money without DeFi?
Walrus.
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 Really? Crazy. Walrus.
At all-time lows,
Why?
if it recovers, we're fucking cracking money, dude. Plus, it's making, what do we say, like 0.7% a day in pools. So you pair that with Sui, and, bro, you're fucking cracking some money. Or even just with USDC pair. I mean, that's such a good buy right there.
SEI is another good one. I think SEI's got great potential. A lot of people compare this against Sui, I think, a lot of guys. Again, this could be, regardless of project alone, like this could be the Sui of this bull run in terms of market cap, and Sui could be the Solana of the 2021 bull run in terms of gains, right? If that makes sense. So again, this is almost like XRP, XLM, not in terms of what they do, but in terms of like, okay, you buy its younger brother, it's less market cap, it's got more risk, but it's got higher potential. So that could be a factor.
Brett is 2 cents.
Brett is so cheap, bro. Brett, the coin everybody think paid me. I wish Brett paid me. Fuck me. I'd have another $1 million in my portfolio the amount of times I've talked about these for free. Brett's made me a little bit on paper, but most of the fees have came from my pool. So I think I made $48,000 on my Brett and Ethereum pool. I still have the pool, it's just out of range. So I still have all the free Brett. I made about 245,000 Brett, and I made about 7.2 free Ethereum. So it was a great pool. I just need Brett to start outperforming again, and we're back in range. But I would have held it anyways. So regardless of what happens, I put that 50K in Black Hole pool. I put that 50K in the Zora pool, and an AVAX pool. So I've scaled those fees up to other pools. And hopefully this one comes back. Again, people were talking about Toshi, I've seen real quick. It's interesting about Brett. It's not been listed yet on Coinbase. When Toshi has, when Dog and Me has, but Brett for some reason hasn't. I mean, look at Toshi, man. Absolutely destroying competition right now. Crazy. Parker, what's your thoughts on RV, AR? We have 2 minutes left.
Not overly studied that, so I don't have a good answer for you, to be honest.
Sorry, bro. Why did I go in Walmart? What a good coin. Does this work well in a bear market? Okay, great question. So yes and no. So ideally, what we want to do, so many chats coming in now. People are getting FOMO. Is he going to answer? Is he not?
Last second.
Bear market. So again, we want to write up the bear market, asset to asset, ideally. Bear market, we want to take profits, of course. Bear market / accumulation zone, maybe 1 to 1.2, 1 point whatever years, 1.5 years. And what we want to do, what I'm going to do, is I'm going to go in stablecoin pools. I do not want to be in assets I like in a bear market, because then you're just going to write it all the way back down. You're going to lose all those fees. You're not going to lose the fees, because you're still going to be holding the coins, but the assets are worth less. What you want to do is you want to go in stablecoin pools. Okay, so just like you would take it out in your bank account, etc., and just let it sit there, ignore the Lamborghinis, ignore the fucking flashy shit. What you would do, let's say you make $1 million, you can find stablecoin pools for 1 to 2 years, paying 20%, 15%. So you make $1 million, you make an extra 200K. Okay, 400K if it's 2 years, and then you bring that back up for the next bull market. So it does work in bear market, but the strategy changes in the bear market. E.g., assets, we don't want to hold them in a bear market because they're going to go down. Take the money like a normal bull run. Get in stable coins, print for 1 to 2 years. Whenever you think it's time to get back in, take that extra 100K, 200K, 300K in the bigger portfolios, the smaller portfolios, 10K, 20, 30K, and you go again. What?
Our boy in chat, read chat.
What? There's so many chats.
Nah, you'll know.
We have a minute left.
The 33 rule.
No, I don't.
You'll know which one. Read it.
What does this work in a bear market? Has anybody? Bro, just say we have a minute left. You're
lower. You'll see it, bro. You know, he's in our group. You know him. I gotta let you find it.
TJ. Bro, there's so many chats here. What's up, guys? Are we following the 33 base rule? Sell the house, 33%. 33 is gone less than 30%. Yes, we are. We're all in. Yes, Ski Mask is another one, right? That has a lot of potential. I think Brian Jung is kind of not the owner, but he's definitely been pushing it, shilling or not. Did well for some people. I think it's still alive. Ski Mask Dog. Let me check. How you spell that? SKI. There we go. I don't know how it's doing, but this is another meme coin on base as far as I'm aware. I mean, he's bleeding, but it's bleeding. All right, we've got 30 seconds, Parker. Anything you want to say? You have the spotlight.
Ooh, guys, just take the leap. Speed is everything. Get involved. Just look with DeFi. Create a new hot wallet. Send $100 over. Play around with it. If you start to see the results, then you can start to scale in. Don't be afraid. Learn to actually get on chain. And don't just speculate the coins, holding them on Coinbase or Tangent, whatever you may do. Actually learn to use and love the chain. And then you can get involved and make money like the big players are in the background, where we're making money every single day. Become the bank, guys.
It's been an absolute pleasure. but it's time up. See you guys next week. Hopefully you enjoyed this one. We're going to be here every single week. And yeah, goodbye.